Shalom, Ahab, Wa, Baraka. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kal Halala Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kwakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, the teachers. Also, the sincere Akyama Akwaf coming into the 100% truth. Salutations. Let me get this sage lit. We're about to do this. This is going to be another MOTB class. Let's not lose focus, people. Let's not lose focus. Unlike Nathaniel. In fact, let's play Nathaniel short real quick. We'll get the sage going. Compliments of one of the brothers. I think. Oh no, that's small. I already used up all that. Okay. Let's do this though. Let's see what he says. Let's see what Nathaniel has to say.
You hear nut, Israelite nut after Israelite nut. That's it. You can't buy yourself. You can't buy yourself. What is their plan of action? Hey, you hear nut, Israelite nut after Israelite nut. That's it. You can't buy yourself. You can't buy yourself. What is their plan of action? Hey. You can pay for things here with your palm.
With your hand.
With your hand. In the future. Oh my God. That's so sick. We're done shopping and you just scan. What the fuck? That's paying?
I don't know how I know it's what the fuck.
I feel like we stole.
Power of palm.
Wow. Really?
It's about the size of a grain of rice, goes under the skin, it's then activated using...
Okay. You know what? We got to go into this. This is going to be another MOTB class, like I said. All right. Let's get it. Got that sage. Let me see how that looks in the camera, though. I'm just seeing too much smoke. That's perfect. All right. First and foremost, because we need to go directly to Scripture. I'm already in Revelation. Let's go ahead and get it. All I did was just turn on just hit the space bar. Now, I just came in here, been waiting all day for the Most High, for the Spirit on me to bring this class out. Now, let's get it. Now, I could have sworn I had more notes than this. I could have sworn. You know what? We ain't gonna worry about it. Let's just let's go back. Let's stay in Revelation. I'm in Revelation. We're gonna go to chapter 13. Because we're going to get the scriptures first, because we got to stick to the scripture. If we're going to deal with the prophecy, and we're going to deal with what's real and what's fake, we have to stick with the scripture. So, let's go to verse 16, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, I've recently, in fact, years ago, I've done the search on Mark. The funny thing is I can't get it to post anymore. All right, this thing's doing really good. It's doing really good. It's going to cover my whole room in smoke. So I can't get it to post anymore. And what that means is that they've hidden it in the algorithm. I can't deny it. I like to say it. I'm going to put it right back here. These little first. I'm going to have that right there. But like I said, I can't find it anymore. But the word mark, and when you go back to the Greek, or Latin, it's Greek though. It's when you go back to the Greek, it's charagma. And you would administer the charagma with the charax, a syringe, modern day syringe. Charax is how you would administer to impel. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it on the focus. So the word mark, charagma, it actually means, and this is what really messes with me, because when I was doing the original etymology years ago, it meant subdermal implant of a foreign object beneath the skin. So I was like, wow. Now I look it up, and it just means scratch or etching. I'm like, where did this? It's like the basic, most vague lies. Huh. You know, that's like, that's why it says they wear out the saints, because I know these things. I saw with my own eyes. It's a subdermal implant of a foreign object placed beneath the skin. So, let me read it with that context. And it causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a subdermal implant of a foreign object beneath the skin in their right hand or in their forehead. Imagine that. Everybody's lined up right now. Everybody's lined up right now to get because people with health problems to get Neuralink. And nobody did the research. Do you know how many dead animals there are? Because Neuralink doesn't actually work. You know what? I don't want to say that. Do you know? I retract my statement because I don't want my video taken down. But if you do your research, you're going to find out some serious things about the origins and the beginnings of Neuralink. I can't say that it does that now because I am not a doctor and I can't get, or a scientist. So let's get that straight. But I am a prophet, and the Most High told me these scriptures. And what's happening, though, is that people that suffer from spinal injury are able to walk again. So those are the people lining up, because he's able to make them walk. So if you were able to read Revelation, if I would have started at Revelation 13 and 13, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And come on, we know that. But 14 says, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of his miracles. That's word for word right out of the King James. You can't break that down any clearer. When he had power to do in the sight of the beast, that's the system. That's that system that scientifically built this whole thing. Also, the beast is not just scientific, it's religion, and it's your financial institution. It's the way we build buildings and everything. Why, and can anybody explain to me why Washington, D.C. has everything in a pentagram and an obelisk? What is an obelisk? Where does that obelisk come from? It comes from Mezzanine, that everybody so ignorantly calls Egypt, because the Greeks renamed it Egypt. But let's stay on the subject. Let's stay on the point. In the sight of the beast. So in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that thou should make an image to the beast. Ooh, there, and we're getting right back into the charagma. That's the image. Also the lifestyle and everything that comes with it. It's not just one little thing. It's all of it together. All of it together makes that image of the beast, which had the wound by the sword. That goes into Revelation 20, when the beast was in the bottomless pit. Lands of earth are called pits. That beast was in the pit because the beast, where the pit that he came out of was Europe, and Europe has no natural resources. So it would be considered a bottomless pit. So anyway, the beast which had wounded by the sword and did live. After the 1,000 years was up, after the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire was actually recreated. I would say that they were revised. What is the word? What was the next era? Man, it's at the tip of my tongue. I apologize to you guys. the Renaissance, the rebirth. So the rebirth of the Roman Empire, that is what it's talking about when it talks about the beast, which had the wound by the sword. And the sword is because the whole Roman Empire almost completely collapsed and did live. They came back into power. And I got a Black's Law book right now. It's all of our laws in so-called America are Roman law. So we know that he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So, and you know what? That's funny because the word killed is very important because it also means to stop the production of. So, like, if let's say that the elders at GMS are producing a video, to kill that video would be to stop the production of the video or to take down the video. So, let me read it again with that in mind. That as many as would not worship the image of the beast, GMS does not have a 501c3, should be killed. So what we're going to do is everything we can to stop you from the production of your fight against the beast system. So we're going to kill your production. We're going to shut down your videos. You make one false move and you're finito. So now when you read 13 and 16 again, it's a lot of context to it, isn't it? Because it causes both all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a charagma, a subdermal implant of a foreign object placed beneath the skin, in their right hand or their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So the thing is, we're just going to stick to that no man might buy or sell, say, okay, and save he that have the mark. So it's literally telling you that the new digital currency, by default, well, that's nothing to do with the scriptures. It's just saying, like, because you have to have this digital currency to be able to survive in this new society, you have to have a digital ID that reveals who you are in every aspect, all the way down to your medical records, to how many heartbeats, how many steps you take, how long you watch YouTube, how long you sleep, how your feelings for the other people in your family are. I mean, they can calculate every single thing. They can watch your dreams. You guys just don't understand what's really going on here. So the people that are not going to be a part of that, he's going to shut them down. He's going to take them out any way he can. Right now, it's just little YouTube videos, and then becomes the famine of the word. But what happens when you guys don't see what's going on anymore? Oh, there's going to be a solar storm. Well, it turns out, I have an uncle that works at NASA. And my dad's cousin, or my dad, I don't know. He's not my uncle. He's like, I don't know how he is. He's a great uncle, or however it works. He's part of my family bloodline. So this is how a solar storm works. This is what a solar storm will actually do to Earth. And you guys can look this up. It's best that you guys look this up and challenge this, because I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Even though I graduated high school with a 3.78 and I got a 99 on my math test because I got kicked out, so I had to actually take a test. I got a 99 on that test. I'm just saying, though, when there's a solar storm, the only thing that's going to happen is the northern lights are going to change colors. It has no effect on technology. They tell you that so they can shut everything down and blame it on something so you won't be like, oh, well, the government, we're going to go after them. No, the government's the Hegelian dialectica. They create a problem. They have a predetermined solution. Hegelian dialectica. They create a problem with a predetermined solution. And they give you the problem as long as it takes for you to want that solution. As soon as you do, they're like, oh, we know what to do. We've got it all set up. It was set up in fucking 5 years ago? That's this. Do you know when they said that the charagma was going to be in 2012 it became a mandate? Just letting you guys know. Look it up. 2012. Okay, now we've gone through all that. We know that you can't buy, sell, or trade. In fact, you can't live. Kill he that doesn't. So kill his whole life off. Make him non-existent. And at a certain point, there might even be physical death. Physical death. Not might. There is. It says it in the scripture. I just don't want to scare anybody too bad tonight. But anyway, there is physical death. And I really can't care about your feelings, honestly. So the only people that are going to be saved in a worldly sense are the people that go against Yahweh. But the people that are going to be saved in the kingdom that matters, this life is but a blink of an eye. This life is but a breath of air. It goes by so fast you don't even know it. And this is just your trial period. This is like when you're going through all the tests to find out what you're qualified for as a job. You might just be qualified for chaff, just to be burned. And the others, you might be qualified to be in the kingdom. So whoever this is reaching out to, let me go ahead and jump around because I hate ranting, but I had to say all that. For some reason, Yahweh puts the spirit on me to say the things that I say. So now we're going to get into it, though. We're going to first things first. I wrote down some notes on my oldest book today. So let me just find it. Let's start. Oh, let's get it. So we know that they're going to force the charagma. We know what the charagma is now. Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah. Find me some scriptures. I apologize for the rant. Starting from the top. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe! Total and utter destruction. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Woo! Well, what's a decree? So everybody can woo with me. Oh man, they're gonna do this to me again. Hold on for a second, guys. I'm gonna go and get a second device real quick, just so I can because I'm tired of the Blue Letter Lexicon. I'm not gonna go with their bullshit breakdowns. I'm just not. And I don't want to sit here with this all night because this is for me personally because it takes too long to find stuff in it. It takes too long. I mean, it doesn't take too long, but it does. It takes a few minutes. It's not like something you want to make a video and do. Sorry, I'm getting the pine shavings out of my shoes. So hold on for a second. All right, I'm back. For you guys, that was 1 second. For me, it was forever. So, let's get it. We were looking at the word, I think it was decree, right? The decrees. Because woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. That's the way I should do it every time anyway. What is the biblical definition of unrighteous decrees? I better turn this down too. Should start talking. Let's get it. No. I got so many. Super slow all of a sudden. I don't know why. Just super slow. It means wickedness. But I'm trying to get a more. I know what it means. It just means wickedness. But I want to. I like it when we get a real definition. So if it was a woe unto them that wickedly like they do, they make. Watch. Let me show you. This is, but it means, it pretty much means in a wicked decrees issued by rules, written command having the effect of law. That's what I needed to say. That's why we got to get the right definition. And you know, the blue letter lexicons have been falling off on every level lately on my system. It knows that I know the truth. For some reason, that's how I feel, because I'm like breaking stuff down, and it's like trying to give me non-definitions. So, woe unto them that have written commands having the effect of law, and the metaphor of Yahweh as king of the world. Okay? Woe unto them that make their own laws. They issue their own rules. Unrighteous decrees. So, unrighteous written commands having the effect of law and the metaphor of Yahweh. So they're trying to pretend like they're Yahweh with these great laws that they're making. So let's keep going. So, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So they write laws that are grievous. What is the biblical definition of grievousness? What is the biblical definition of grievousness? Miserable. Distress. So they write, let's get it. Miserable greatly with great uneasiness, distress, or grief, atrociously as to sin or offend grievously. So they write laws that are atrocious as to sin, like you have to take the V for the CV. You know, you had to take the snake bite, and when you look into the ingredients, it has swine in it. It has HEK293, human embryo kidney, something like that. But anyway, just saying. Shark fin, unclean. Sharks are not clean to us. They have fins. I mean, they have fins, but no scales. So, I love that. Atrociously as to sin or offend grievous. So, atrociously as to offend, atrociously as to sin or offend. Because really they're prescribing atrociousness that puts us in sin, and it offends us, which they have prescribed. So, let's go ahead and keep going now. Turn aside the needy from judgment and so, I'm sorry, I gotta read it from the beginning so I don't take it out of context and make it sound wrong. And I'm not a great reader. I had a comment about when I did a video on Nate, somebody said I couldn't read good. I got about, I don't know, probably one of the most viewed videos I ever had. But man, he was right. I don't read that good. But listen to this. Let me start over. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they rob the fatherless. That widows may be their prey, and that they rob the fatherless. So what do? They get these mothers to separate themselves from the husband and tell them that they'll give them all these great perks in life that he'll never be able to do, because they're not going to let him get anywhere in life. In fact, they're trying to figure out a way to put him in prison. So as a woman, you go into survival mode. And what happens is you accept their plan. And through their plan, they destroy your household. They take full control over how your child is raised. And they made you without a man. And if you bring a man into the house, they'll take everything away. Why? Because a man is a symbol of protection. And who's going to be protecting you? The government, not the man. So they can't have that symbol of protection in the house. They can't have a positive male role model in the home of an Israelite. So enough with that. Let's move on. Let's jump around a little, because it says, let me read it one more time, and then I'm going to go over to David. Woe unto them that decree unrighteousness, Salakia. Isaiah 10:1, we're going to read 1 and 2. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay, so they're going to make laws and decisions and what do they call them, mandates, to pretty much make your life hell. Let's go to the book of Daniel and prove that. Let's go to, and anybody that knows the book of Daniel, you got to go to 8 and 25 right now, especially after that verse came up. So let's get it. Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand. What is the biblical definition of cause craft to prosper? What is the biblical definition of cause craft to prosper? Cause craft to prosper, biblical definition. Craft, biblical definition. Ooh. Let's get it, you guys. I'm reading all the other ones, but all right. So the original meaning is that of ability to do anything, of course, a craft, to have a your craft is your trade. But it's not what it's talking about. universally applied in a bad sense to unscrupulous wickedness that stops short of measure, however reprehensible, in order to attain its purpose. So, when he says craft, it says unscrupulous wickedness. And they, I already told you, they tore the family apart. Now they got all the kids jumping over the rainbow for tasting the rainbow. Got all of our kids eating Skittles right now. Not mine. I homeschool, but though I feel bad for anybody that's unable to do that. They got us all stuck in a place, but the Most High put you where you are right now, not the man. Don't Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai has you exactly where he wants you. So for you guys that are able to homeschool, all praises. For you guys that aren't, he's coming for your children. He's coming for ours too, but he's coming for yours first. So you got to put your foot down. And through his policy, he shall cause unscrupulous wickedness to prosper. You got to jump over the rainbow these days, and we got to teach it in school. We got to have those story times where who's reading the story, guys. I don't even want to say it. I don't want my channel taken down. So anyway, and through his policy, he shall cause unscrupulous wickedness to prosper, craft in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace he shall destroy many. So what is he doing? He's doing all of this in the name of peace, especially digital ID, because this is how we can have peace. See, the only way we're going to get back to things being normal through this digital ID, which controls every aspect of your life, which is a really good thing, because it's implanted, nobody can steal your ID. So it's a good thing. Peace. So through peace, he shall destroy many. Through peace he shall destroy many, and shall stand up against the prince of princes, but shall be broken without hand. And I have to bring out Revelation right now, because by peace he shall destroy many. I want to show you the destruction that you're going to get by peace, by following his whatever he's doing, whatever his new thing is, whatever his new mandate is. By peace he shall destroy many. Well, you guys got to remember. You got to remember this. Revelation chapter 14. And I want to say this also, before I go any further. Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. If thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So for all of my brothers and sisters that are just barely hanging on, keep hanging on. Hold on. It's almost over. He's going to tempt you. But you got to jump down to verse 5 when you're reading Sirach chapter 2. Jump right down to verse 5. And it tells you that gold is tried in the fire. What is the fire? It's all of this persecution we're going through. All the dross will be burned, but all of the gold will be refined. So let me say it again. Sirach 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. That's how I know the fire is all these atrocities. So now let's go back to Revelation 14 and 9, because through peace he shall destroy many. So how's it going to destroy us? And because I already showed you Revelation 13 and 16 on, it tells you that you have to receive a charagma. That's coming. That's right. Right hand or forward. Oh, it's down my right hand. We forget in my butthole. Like all of these fools, they aren't saying that now, are they? They're not saying that now. They look stupid. They look stupid. And if you're following these stupid idiots, you deserve to be destroyed. Now, I'm not saying listen to my classes. What I'm saying is If you aren't following the truth, you deserve to be destroyed, especially when they're showing you that they're lying. Revelation 14:9. And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or his hand, it didn't say right or left there, Nate, and receive the charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. So if I were to take, let me see, this stuff's really strong right here. If I were to just, woo, my mouth would probably catch on fire. I might want to put a little ice in it, maybe, because this is some whiskey, so I might want to, mix it with something that can take it down a little bit. Take it down a notch or two. So usually people will drink Jack and Coke. And so I had a few shots on it. But that'll dilute it when you put the ice or the Coke in it. That stuff will literally, you could blow fire out your mouth with that whiskey right there. And my neighbor, he has actual moonshine. But the thing is that when you read this again, I'm just showing you a metaphor here. I'm showing you, ooh, that's a strong shot. I want a chaser. I want something to dilute it. What he is saying to you, though, Yahweh said, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, no mix in it, into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. The holy angels are the messengers. Okay? And the Lamb is Yahushua. So, when you listen to your wicked ass false camp leaders and all of your media, they're going to tell you that this is okay. But it tells you that there's very few people that are going to be telling the truth. You got to understand that. Let's jump around some more. I got some more precepts, so let's get those out, and then I'll close it down. Let's go to the book of Psalms. And we're going to go to chapter 73, starting from the top. A psalm of Asaph. Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. So the people that are righteous, that are sincere in this 100% truth, the ones that aren't corrupted by worldliness, they have a clean mind. They have a clean mind. They don't care about the newest shoe, the newest updated phone, watch, car, clothes. That's all trend. That's all worldliness. That has nothing to do with righteousness. Let me keep going. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So, let me go back to Sirach for a second. Sirach 2:1. If thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Now listen to this carefully. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, and my steps had near slipped. He near slipped. For I was jealous at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So do you understand? Like being tempted. You want to be like them. There's a temptation going on. And what are they going to show you in the end? You want to be like them, you're going to end up with a charagma. Let me read, let me keep reading. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. The wicked other nations, especially the main wicked nation that has not been judged, is the Edomite nation. And Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. They're still in rulership. They covered the faces of the judges thereof. They covered the faces of the real judges. And if not him, then who is he? Oh, it's this, it's that, it's the third. Nah, it's the Edomites. And if you don't know who the Edomites are, then the Most High put pure darkness over you. So, for there are no, this is Psalms 73:4. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm, and are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Now, you gotta listen carefully. Do you know that the people that run this system can do anything they want, and they make the laws? They own the cops. They own the government. They own the militaries. They provide aid for both sides when there's a war. And the people that are with them, that have the name or the number, or say if he have the name or the number, those people that have the name or the number, they're with them. They're with them. But these people, they don't suffer any kind of consequence like we would. Man, you couldn't take a donut without going to jail. But these people could take 1 million lives, go on TV, and say, nope, that's not true, even though they're lying. Look at Fauci. Right? I mean, everybody knows he's lying. Gain of function research. They proved it. So let's keep moving though. I don't want to go too far into one thing. So I'm going to read one more. Psalm 73:6. Just because. This just lines right up. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. So, their pride is around about them like this. It's let you know what? Let's get it. What is the biblical definition of compasseth them? To enclose, encircle, to grasp or seize, to stretch around, to extend so as to embrace the whole. Hence, to enclose, to encircle, grasp, or seize. Okay? Pride has enclosed them. Pride has grasped them. Pride has seized them, completely engulfed them all the way around from head to toe, round about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Violence covereth them as a garment. When there's war, there's money. there's money in war. So whenever there's war, there's a lot of money to be made. Violence, how does it say? And violence covereth them as a garment. I got a couple more to go, and then I'm going to close it down. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. Oh, I got to go all the way out of the let me just close this down all the way. Second Esdras, chapter 16, KJV. All right. For the first time tonight, something worked right away. All right. I'm going to start it. I want to start, the point is in 68, but for some reason, I really just want to read 67 first. Behold, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, starting at verse 67. Behold, Yahweh himself is the judge. Fear him. How do you fear him? By going back to the truth. Leave off from your sins. There it is. Go back to the truth. And forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. Get away from all of this worldly living. So shall Yahweh lead you forward. He's going to lead you into the right direction and deliver you from all trouble. So he's going to become your wing of protection. Now let's go ahead and get 68. For behold, the burning wrath of the great multitude is kindled over you. That's these other nations. They hate us. And they shall take away certain of you. Ooh, you 2/3 are better watch out, because you're getting done dealt with first. Now some of us are going to have to serve a higher purpose. That's how I want to say it, because it's a medal of honor for what we're about to go through as prophets, the ones that are lucky enough to have that happen. So, and they shall take away certain of you, and that goes for us prophets too, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. Yes, I will get the definition of derision for you guys. What is the biblical definition of derision? So, all right. So we're okay, let me read 69 again. And they shall consent unto them, and shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden under by foot. You shall be an object of scornful laughter, a laughing stock. Sorry, that's why it made me laugh. So, you're going to be scornful. They're going to have you in scornful laughter. You shall be had in scornful laughter, or you shall be had in, as a laughing stock in reproach and trodden underfoot. And I want to jump to the, and I just want to, I'm sorry, so anybody that, let's get back to the main point. See, when you guys, decide to follow after, worldly objections and You listen to the false prophets, and they tell you can get the C-hip. They tell you can get the V-nation. You know, a lot of people died getting the V-nation, and a lot of people in camps too. And they're getting paid every time they tell you these things. Just remember that. So we're gonna jump around. I got 2 more verses, and then I'm gonna shut it down. So let's go to. Let me make sure this is what I want first, and then I'll tell you to go there. I might just shut it down. Okay. Now, first whole class, I've kind of been jumping around here and there, and I'm showing you that these people are wicked. They're making wicked laws. That anybody that follows their laws is going to be not only destroyed, but you're going to be a laughingstock to the kingdom of Israel. And I'm going to show you right now who this wicked nation is through metaphor for those that can receive it. Who this wicked nation is that's actually doing all this. So let's go to the book of Revelation, right? We're in Revelation, right? Oh, 2nd Ezra. Wait a second. 2nd Ezra 12. And I'm going to read 10 and 11, and then I'm going to go over to Revelation. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. Okay, like I said, these are the ones that I've been talking about the whole time, if you can receive it. And I know my brothers can receive it. I'm talking about the people that don't really study. You're going to see a vision right now, and you're going to know exactly who this person is that's been trying to take you out. Who wants you to take, it's pretty much in your face. They want you to take the V Nation. They want you to take the C-hip. They want you to conform. They want you to stay in your house. They want you to do whatever they say. They want you to bleach your skin. They want you to straighten your hair. So, 2nd Ezra chapter 12 and verse 10. And he said unto me, this is the interpretation of the vision. The eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. Okay? So, Ezra and his homie Daniel are seeing the same vision. Okay? And he called Daniel his brother. He said, you remember your brother Daniel? Yeah, this is the same vision. He's showing you that what is the wicked nation that is got a symbol as an eagle that's trying to make you take the C-hip. That tells you have to have a digital identification to continue in this society. That means that you have to be digitally subscribed. That means to be protected in the name of peace. This digital subscription would have to be how would you say it? I want to say the right words. It would have to be individualized to one person, and the only way to do that is to have it connected to the person somehow, so no one could steal it from them, so no one could ever steal your identity digitally according to what they say. But we know how hackers work. So who's doing all that? Who is the eagle whom thou sawest come up from the sea? Who is that? Who is the kingdom which was seen? What's the vision of thy brother Daniel? Come on, guys. Why do I have to? I don't want to get my channel taken down because I could just say it plain and simple, but it's funner to just make you guys think. So, let's go to the book of Revelation. Oh, I like this. No, not Jude. I see. It's been doing this to me. Revelation. I went to Revelation last time. So, now, we're gonna, you know who's coming after you. You know their plan from beginning to end. The veil has been lifted. Watch this. It even says that. Their veil has been lifted. And I'm going to show you another thing. Because I showed you that you're going to be destroyed if you follow them. But what about them? Obadiah, chapter 1, KJV. There's only one chapter. And let's go to verse 18 real quick. All right? Because I showed you that you will be destroyed if you receive that C-hip. And that's digitally, being digitally subscribed individually to the system where it's got to be attached to you. So what's going to happen to these guys? Well, I'll tell you what. The people that can receive the message are going to diligently follow the truth and apply the new things that they learn to their life. Okay? They're going to be under that wing of protection. They're going to be the ones in the barn. They're going to be the ones that are come up hither and they rose up into the clouds while their enemies behold them. Okay? But Revelation 12 and 18. What's going to happen to these Edomites that that have been attacking us all this time, that have been putting us through all this persecution? What's going to happen to them? And this is messed up because I just told you, you follow them, you're going to be destroyed. What about them? This is Obadiah. There's only one chapter, so it's chapter 1. I'm sorry. Chapter 1 and verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. We're going to be hot. We're going to be on fire. And the house of Esau for stubble. You're going to be the kindling. You're going to be the kindling. And they shall kindle. Ooh, I just said it. I didn't even remember that was right there. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. You know what? Let's just kill two birds with one stone. That totally destroys. The Edomites are going to come back in 1,000 years and fight. They're going to be totally destroyed. And you know, let's further prove that just really quick. Just really quick for the sake of argument. And the uncle, the brother, and the son shall be destroyed. What chapter and verse? I can't remember where it's at right now. The uncle, the brother, and the cousin shall be destroyed. I really don't want to bring it out. I just had it yesterday. The cousin, the son, and the uncle shall be destroyed. What chapter and verse? There it is. I think. Let me see. The brother, the cousin, the brother, the cousin, and the son shall be destroyed. What chapter and verse? I just never know. It won't give it to me now. I'm probably saying it wrong. This is what happens to me every time. I know it's in Isaiah or Jeremiah. The uncle, the brother, and the cousin shall be destroyed. What chapter and verse in Jeremiah? No, it's probably in Jeremiah, Isaiah. The uncle, the brother, and the cousin shall be destroyed. What chapter and verse in Isaiah? It's crazy how they never want to use the KJV. So I want to find it, guys. I can't believe that I can't find it. Well, once again, I failed you guys. The brother, the cousin, and the son shall be destroyed. What chapter and verse? Oh man, these guys like literally. I'm saying it completely wrong. I'm going to try one more time and then I'm going to shut it down because now I'm just really angry. The son, the brother, and the cousin. The son, the nephew, and the brother shall be destroyed. Dude, every time I can't say it right. I'm so mad right now. Alright, guys. I can't find the verse. It's when... And he shall destroy the nephew, the brother, and God shall destroy the nephew, the brother. There it is. Finally. I can't believe it. The Most High gave it to me. This is Isaiah 14 and 22. I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts. I will cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, and the nephew, saith the Lord. So if your son and your brother's son is cut off, it means that you have nothing left. So when you go back to Obadiah, finally, let me get this. I can't believe that. That was horrible, guys. I really apologize for that. But let's go to the book of Obadiah again. Now that I found this, I'm gonna definitely go to it. Okay, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. So, now, let me get Isaiah 14 and 22. This is how I know that he's going to make these people that have oppressed us from the time that they were back in power till now. Baruch 3 and 8. I'll get it in a second. I'm going to get out Baruch 3 and 8. Because we got to get that to know that we still need Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, to come save us. And those people over there that are calling themselves us, over there in Israel, are not us. They're not us. They're not the real ones. We are. That's why there's so much fighting. But I can prove that the real ones are still in captivity. But first, Isaiah 14 and 22. So we know that the house of Esau, there will be none remaining. So that means they'll be extinct. So when you go to Isaiah 14 and 22, for I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh, Lord of hosts, and cut off Babylon, the name, destroying this place. This is secret Babylon, but also, and the remnant, all them nasty ass Edomites here, and the son and nephew, saith Yahweh. The son is extinct, and the nephew, that's your brother's son, there's no more bloodline. You're done. Now, let's prove that we're still in this captivity and we still need these people to be extinct, and that the people that are saying they're us are actual liars. How do we know that? Because the Israelites are still being oppressed. They don't own the world yet. Yahushua hasn't returned, but also, just a real simple example is Baruch chapter 3, KJV. And because let me start at verse 5. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon the power of thy name. Now, at this time, the power of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai. Don't worry about our forefathers. We made mistakes. They're being paid for. We're literally paying our bill. Our bill is like pretty much paid right now. What we need to do is stay focused. Okay? And it's telling you that too. It says, now at this time, for thou art the Lord our. This is Yahweh our Lord. And thee, O Yahweh, will we praise. So now we're praising him. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts. So we're waking back up to the truth, right? We're starting to understand in our minds, our heart is our mind, that these people that have been ruling over us are not actual gods, but they're the devil. They're Satan himself, to the intent that we should call upon thy name. Call halala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Waharakwa Now we're calling on the name. And praise thee in our captivity. The Wadwabarakatan, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for allowing us to be in his captivity, right? We're praising him right now by bringing out classes, by following the true instruction, by coming back to the 100% truth. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that have sinned before them. So we remember all of our sins now. We know that we're the ones that were wrong. We understand that this captivity we put upon ourselves. Now, with that being said, Baruch 3 and 8. I'm proving now that we're still in captivity, right? Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. We do not own the TV stations and all the banks. Yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach to repay him, and a curse. Deuteronomy chapter 28, 15 through 68. We were brought here on the ships, and some of us taken away from here on ships for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. The king demands tribute from the slaves. What is modern day tribute from the government? Taxes. So these slaves have to pay taxes. Do you think that everybody pays taxes? They don't. Only we do. That's what the big fight is about, taxes, because we're the only ones paying them. Not everybody has to pay them. I mean, when you go to the store, of course, you have to pay taxes on the stuff you buy. But when you get a paycheck and all this, there's some people that don't actually have to do that. You guys got to understand that. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity where thou hast scattered us. We've been scattered to the four corners of the earth. We look like the other nations. For a reproach and a curse, to be subject to payments according to the iniquities of our forefathers which departed from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Rakwa Kadash. So how did we depart? How did we depart? By falling away from the truth, following our enemies, forbearing our laws, our ordinances, just throwing that book aside, running off to go party with our worldly buddy, pretty much from the other nation. And you know what? The whole end result is he was counting on you to fall away from the truth. He wants you to fall away. He wants to be able to provoke you and convince you and persuade you, or modern day language, finesse your ass into taking this C-hip. You've got wicked prophets, false prophets right now telling you that we're lying to you, but they're telling you right in the media that this is coming soon. Don't listen to those conspiracy theorists though, because they're lying. But here it is, coming soon. You know what? I got one more verse and I'm going to shut it down. All right? I just had to get that Obadiah out to show you that you guys are going to get destroyed for taking the Charagma, but the people that created the Charagma, they're going to get destroyed too. See, all Israel will be saved. So Israel has to die a horrific death, the 2/3, but then they'll be born into righteousness at some point into the kingdom, Most High willing. I don't know if he's going to decide to damn you guys. What do I mean by damn? Look it up. But anyway, I mean, we all know that Dan was completely removed. So I do honestly believe that Dan will be also born back into the kingdom too, because they are part of the original 12 tribes. But in righteousness. So let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter, you know I'm going to chapter 22. And I'm going to start with verse 7, and then of course I'm going to have to read 12, because that's how I close my classes. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecies of this book. So the people that stay out of worldliness, and that goes all the way back into Romans. I'm not going to get it. But it does go to Romans 8 and 5. And I think it's 5 through 7. And literally, you can't please Yahweh by having a carnal mind, in other words. So the people that are going to be blessed are the ones that stay away from carnality or worldliness. And what are they doing? Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the precepts of this book. He keeps telling you, behold, I come quickly. I'm on my way. Most people think, not in my lifetime, he won't be here. Oh, not only is he coming, but he's already on his way. He's begun to look at us again according to the scriptures. So, jumping down to verse 12. And behold, I come quickly. Again, quickly. And my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. So, remember that. He's literally telling you repetitiously, you're running out of time. I'm going to say this one last time too, and then I'm shutting this down. Some people have grace, and some people are in a grace period. So the people that have grace are the 1/3 and 144,000. We're applying what we learned to our lives. The people that are in a grace period, well, when that grace period's over, you're going to be chaff. You're going to be burned to a crisp, because you didn't follow the scriptures, but the Most High hasn't dealt with you yet. But I noticed lately he's been plucking you guys out a lot faster than he normally does. So I'm assuming, I'm not sure, but this grace period, it's truly running out. So if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I can only pray that you were able to get something out of this message. Shalom.